The breakup arrived by text, toothbrush still foaming in my mouth. A bubble from my father blinked alive in the family thread. "You're out. We don't need you." I barked a laugh, waiting for a winking follow-up. "JK, calm down." But nothing came. He hardly ever texted unless it was to remind me to transfer money or pick up Mom's blood pressure pills. Then my sister Tessa chimed in, like she'd been stretching for this moment. "Finally." That one slid under my ribs. I stared at the screen, swallowing mint and heat. My thumbs moved before my better angels woke. "Good timing," I typed. "I just canceled your payments." At 12:05 a.m., the chat detonated. 47 new pings, a fireworks show I refused to watch yet. I poured a glass of wine and let the phone tremble on the counter, that insecty buzz of a trapped thing. For the first time in years, the quiet in my kitchen felt like mine. They never noticed how tightly I'd stitched their lives. It started with Mom's knee surgery 5 years ago. 2 therapy runs a week because Dad was slammed and Tessa couldn't miss shifts. Then groceries, then insurance forms. Then the day I snuck out of a meeting because Mom forgot her meds and wouldn't brave the bus. The first bill I covered was the water. Their tap coughed air and they didn't have time to go down to the office. After that, I became the wallet, the wheels, the hotline, the calendar, the apology. I told myself that's what family does. You don't keep score. Until they did. A month ago, Dad got promoted, real money, according to a loose-lipped aunt over barbecue. And the requests evaporated. No more can you send, no more can you swing by. Just silence, cooling into distance, and then the text that cut the cord. I spent the small hours unspooling strings they never saw. I killed the phone plan I'd floated, Dad's music premium, Mom's Kindle, Tessa's Netflix profile. I stopped the monthly transfers, scrubbed the shared calendar, changed the Uber card, and every password they pretended was ours. When I finally opened the chat, Mom had swung from puzzled to pleading to punitive. Dad postured, Tessa performed. I closed the app and slept like stone. Morning brought a hush that rang, 63 unread. I made coffee, didn't bite. Instead, I called a locksmith. We changed the front and side doors, the garage keypad, the shed latch. I found the fake rock by the steps, cracked the spare key with a hammer, and felt the house exhale. Then I audited my life, receipts, transfers, screenshots, 5 years' worth. I wasn't angry, I was awake. Awake turned sharp when I opened the hollow book in my closet. Wuthering Heights turned vault. A teenage joke grown into a safety net. Paper rasped. Empty. I checked again, palms slick. The hidden drawer, the taped envelope under the dresser, also empty. 20,000 in rainy day cash gone. No splintered jams, no broken panes, just the unsettling neatness of permission. I knew whose permission. The basement door had an antique lock I hadn't swapped. 2 winters ago I'd handed Dad that key for a leak. I never got it back. I filed a police report, then called Ben, my lawyer from a client mess. He was ice and method. "Keep every record," he said. "We'll send a demand. Full repayment in 5 days or we file." 2 days later, Tessa texted, breezy as breath. "You're really suing them? Family is family." I didn't answer. Ben mailed the demand with copies of my withdrawals, the photo of the hollowed book, and a ledger of every bill I'd covered. Their reply came through a lawyer. No apology, just spin. Not theft, they said. Reimbursement. As if love were a tab and I'd run it long. They even threatened a countersuit for parental support. I felt something click into place. Not rage, resolve. We filed. While Ben prepped exhibits, the story leaked family gossip always does. My cousin forwarded screenshots. Dad's message, Tessa's finally, my own good timing. Sympathy doesn't fix much, but the truth in daylight grows teeth. Then the break I didn't expect. A voicemail from Tessa spitting that they only took it because you hid it. There it was, admission with fingerprints. Ben added it to the stack. Before the hearing, their attorney blinked. They'd return the full 20, cover a slice of fees, and withdraw every claim if I signed a hush order. "No," I said. "We finish clean or not at all." They folded in writing. Funds taken without consent, repayment executed. Paper isn't closure, but it anchors memory against revision. I changed the last lock, the basement, and installed cameras. I changed my number. I sold the house that had learned my footsteps and bought a place with sunlight and neighbors who wave. I kept the book, but now it holds copies. Demand, settlement, screenshots. My archive against amnesia. Sometimes I think of that first text and how light my kitchen felt when the buzzing stopped. Peace isn't what they give back, it's what I keep.